Recently, I sat down with local musician Dimitri Zaugg, who currently plays keyboards and sings vocals in Papagoya, a four-man, reggae, funky, jazzy type band coming up on their first anniversary. Zaugg loves performing, but he doesn't want to be famous. Music means more to Zaugg than instruments and melodies. It's about the connection he makes with people through music. But let's talk about his connection to music first. At 5 years old, Zog began classical piano lessons, which lasted about 10 years. He developed an interest in jazz and wanted to learn how to play it on the piano. He was particularly interested in playing music like Herbie Hancock.
And I really wanted to play this kind of jazz, so I would talk to my teacher about playing jazz, and she gave me Duke Ellington and all this old stuff, and that was cool. I couldn't really vibe off it, so I really kind of lost touch with the piano for a while.
At 19, he tagged along with a friend of his to Hawaii, New Zealand, and Australia for a few months. It was during this trip that his musical blood started flowing again.
Oahu is where we listened to a lot of Jack Johnson and getting into this culture of travel, and then we went to New Zealand, Australia, and experienced all those people, and it was really quite a beautiful thing just connecting with music. And I realized I need to have some instrument in my hand while I'm traveling. I can't bring a piano, so I bought this acoustic guitar in New Zealand and just kind of started picking at it.
Musically, Zog was back on track, and after his travels, he went straight to Brazil to live with his mother, who was born there, and his siblings, two maids, and two really cool Italian dudes that rented rooms from them.
And it was interesting because my mom had moved all our furniture to Brazil, and she had our whole home set up in this beautiful villa, 7 bedroom, with swimming pool, and we're 5 minute walk to the beach. And it was a beautiful, beautiful setting. We lived there, and we had our piano there, and just had a wonderful experience there.
Though Zog's family was very wealthy in Brazil, the poverty he witnessed in his community disturbed him.
I don't know. I saw a lot of just disrespecting old poor people, and watching grandmothers dig out of the trash to feed their grandkids, and you're just what is going on? And not a lot of jobs, and not enough schooling for them. So I realized America was not that bad.
Though Zog initially welcomed the move to Brazil to distance himself from the political and social turmoil associated with the recent 9/11 attacks, the disparity around him in Brazil opened his heart to reconsidering his own birthplace of America. He applied to Colorado State University because he heard they had nice dorms, and left Brazil after a year to study liberal arts in Fort Collins.
It's the people here are very welcoming, and warm. For me, I love Fort Collins, and you just see all these people putting their interest in one place. It's the energy concentration is so high here, and everyone I meet around here is just very progressive. And when I first moved to Fort Collins, my roommate, he played guitar, so it was perfect, and he was Latino, Hispanic, and so we were the two colored kids playing guitar, and we were outgoing, and met everyone. It was so much fun playing the guitar with him, and that's when I really learned to play.
Passion to put his heart and soul into music finally ignited in Fort Collins. Energized by the way people invested so much vigor into their own interests and projects, Zog plugged himself into the music scene sincerely, but not by hustling to get into bands and on stage like many musicians do. He just started going to a lot of shows and met a lot of people, and he eventually joined in on some local open mic jam sessions. The longing for collaborations influences Zog's ideas for future projects. He envisions himself directing youth programs in schools or forming music cooperatives and just bringing together art, music, and people. He clearly isn't seeking rock star fame. All he wants to do is reach out to the community to create community. And while that's noble and inspiring, Zog is still a musician though, and if you questioned his sincerity, watching him play will make you a believer. Enter bandmate Tyler Simmons guitarist for Papagoya, and their friend Maeve McGranahan, who's been playing violin for 12 years.
There, you guys want to jam?
After jamming for 20 minutes, Tyler Simmons said that it feels natural to play together like that. It's a soul cleansing feeling to him. Zaugg said it feels like meditation for him. Maeve McGranahan said there's no better way to connect with people. It's just give and take, she says. You listen to each other and bounce ideas off each other, but with music. At 25 years old, Dimitri Zaugg savors his ambition and his life's opportunities.
It's all about making your dreams like happen.
If he continues to use his talents to entertain and engage the community, it's likely that his dreams will come true.